if you can bring us home here, kind of wrap things up, go over all of the benefits
I
and
would be
advantages
happy
that
to.
we have mentioned today.
First of all, does anybody have any questions so
Well,
far?
you know what? I don't have any questions here, and that's because I've been, if you see me glancing over here and looking, something went wrong with the Facebook Live. So we were only live for about 9 minutes, and then it cut off. So, but this, I'm recording this through
Good.
Zoom, and so I'm going to be able to, I believe, post it, up on Facebook.
Okay, very
So
good.
if we have any questions at that point, I will certainly forward them, to you for answers.
Okay, yeah, please do, because folks, the main thing we want to do is get your questions answered.
Yes.
We want to make sure that when you leave this, you understand this program, you understand the benefits of it, and how not only does it benefit the veteran borrower, it benefits you guys as well. And you're finding today, and I'm sure you can verify this, Maria, there's less of a pushback against the VA. Actually, the military is very highly regarded today. I'm a Vietnam vet. When I came back, we were highly regarded. We were, you know, we were treated worse than animals. My last duty station in Arizona, people had signs in their yard. I was in the Air Force. No dogs or airmen on the lawn. So it was quite a difference in the country today as to what it was after the Vietnam War. But anyway, the big advantage is no down payment required, unlimited loan amount, never any mortgage insurance, 100% seller contributions for closing costs, plus 4% for additional expenses such as the funding fee or impounds for taxes, insurance, prepaid interest, to pay off borrower debt, to pay off a judgment or a lien or something like that. They don't have the money for closing costs. Seller's not given any money. They can get a gift from relatives or a best friend, or they're not as picky as FHA. So 100% gift funds allowed. Not limited to first-time home buyers. A lot of people think it's a one-time home the first time. It's not. I've used mine 5 times. It can be used many, many times, and it can be used multiple times at the same time. Active duty reservists, National Guard, surviving spouses of POWs, and certain members of Health and Human Services all qualify for a VA loan. And this VA loan benefit has no expiration date. It's a low fixed rate, assumable loan. Purchase or refinance. You can do a cash out refinance at 90% loan to value. And you can also do the IRRRL, which reduces your interest rate. Quick closings, and your residence, if you have a VA, can be converted into a rental. There's one other thing I would like to talk about that we didn't discuss today. VA condominiums. Now, I don't know how many condominiums you have in your area, but in some areas it's a very, if it's on VA's approved list, the list never expires. It won't go off that list unless there's something that happens and a veteran complains to the VA. There's litigation for structural defects. Then they will suspend it until that is fixed. But it never expires. You don't need to get a homeowner's questionnaire from the HOA. You just get an appraisal and you do the loan. And if you have a condo that somebody wants to buy and it's not approved, we can get it approved, and it takes about 10 days. It's not a long process, and it's good forever, as opposed to FHA, where they expire every 2 years. You have to do an HOA cert. If they don't meet a certain occupancy requirement, you can't do it. VA doesn't have any of that. If it's on the list, it's on the list. Do the one. It's like I said, they make it easy on the borrower to become a homeowner. And as you can see, this program has many, many benefits to everyone. And
another
really
type of community, just to add on to that, it just made me think of it now as you were talking. We have a couple of locations here in the Lebanon County and surrounding that are 55 and older communities, where the borrower owns the property itself, the structure, but not the land.
So that's a condominium.
Right, so very similar. Now the land isn't taken care of and what you would think of as a traditional condominium, but yes, those are still considered, you know, to be acceptable and approved. Arbor Gate is one down in the Myerstown area.
Correct.
Alden Place out in Cornwall, you know, et cetera. Like I said, we have a few of them in the area, and that was another misconception that we had out there. People, you know, buyers didn't think that they were going to be able to purchase a home like that using a VA loan, but they absolutely can. So just want to make sure.
Yeah, 55 and over communities are fine.
Yeah.
There's an age restriction, but that's an approvable restriction.
Sure. I think it was the land lease that was more, you know, the questionable part of that. But, you know, we've done several. It absolutely works.
Is it a land lease, or is it where the land is owned by the?
No, it's actually a land lease.
Okay.
Yeah. But they've been approved, and so if anybody's, you know, wondering about that, just want to
Yeah, if it's a land lease, it's not actually a condominium, but the lease has to be approved by VA's legal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I just sent one over not too long ago. John, remember I had reached out to you.
Right.
This one, there was a real estate agent that had a question, and it took the VA a couple days to get back to me, but I think that was just because it was the very beginning of this whole COVID thing, and they got back to me exactly what they needed in order to approve that particular transaction. It was pretty quick.
Yeah, well, you guys are very lucky with the Cleveland Regional Loan Center being your RLC. Marty is the chief of construction valuation. He's the best. He's the best in the nation. And he's very veteran centric, and his stuff gets done very, very quickly. So you are very fortunate to have the Cleveland Regional Loan Center.
Yeah, it happened pretty quick.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, guys. Well, as I said, we had some technical difficulties here. I've noticed that the Facebook Live stopped recording, unfortunately, you know, 9 minutes in. But
you handled it like a champ.
Should be able to take this recording and load it up, you know, so that it'll be out there. Just wanted to say thank you, first of all, to both of you. And just wanted to mention thank you for your service, John.
Thank you.
Always appreciate
my
it.
honor.
Absolutely. So if anyone has any questions, you know, even though this is a recording, if you're listening to it that way, please just comment in the comment box. This last screen that we have up right now has all of our contact information. We would be more than happy to speak to you, answer any questions that you might have. So please, you know, feel free, don't hesitate to reach out to us, and, you know, we look forward to chatting with you.
Absolutely. And good luck, everyone. Let's go out and help some veterans.
Awesome.
And Maria, I can be sure that since you've done so many VAs, you've gotten referrals from your veterans after you've
absolutely
very loyal people.
My favorite and best clients, I can tell you by far.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I appreciate you putting this together, Maria. You did all the legwork with the slides, so thank you very much.
And thank you for having us, Maria. It was an honor.
Absolutely. Pleasure, guys. Talk to you again soon.
All right. Thank you.
Bye, guys.